This conference will now be recorded.
Let me log in. Rupam @lt123.com. Password CRM1234#. Last class, we were talking about how to connect your Lightning component with a server-side controller, an Apex class. That is what I remember. I click on my setup. I click on my developer console, right? There we go. It's loading. Right, it's loading. Okay, let me close it. Setup, developer console. What happened? Today developer console is reacting so much. Wait. Come on, come on. Already one developer console is there. That's the reason. Let's close those. Right. Developer console. Okay, now looks like that. No. Whenever you're not able to open developer console, copy the link, close it, tell it Tata bye-bye, no issues. Come and paste here. The developer console will now open. There we go. This is what we did in the last class, if I remember. Last class, we went ahead and we created a class, right, where we have declared some string values. String values were later mapped to account. These string values were now passed from where? From the Lightning controller, client-side controller, right? This is what we did in the last class. Don't worry, we will do it again with something different today, right? Let's understand, right? Now, you definitely want to go ahead, right? And if you use a primitive data type, what is happening, right? If you're using a primitive data type, in such case, you have to use multiple string values. If there are 100 fields are available in a table, will you declare 100 variables like this? Name, phone, fax, industry, billing city, billing country, billing zip code, SIC, right? You can't do that. This is not the right approach. In such case, what we will do is that we will use SObject data type. Right? File, new, Apex class, CL underscore 0801 underscore example1 underscore create ACC SObject. Now I'm writing a class called as create ACC SObject. Whenever you are writing a server-side controller, you have to use @aura enabled. You have to use public. It has to be a static. What do you want? A method called string. That means I have to have a return type called string, right? I will say create ACC. That's the method name. This method should have return type string. For example, retur and return hi. Any string has to be written by this method. All the errors gone, system will lose all the errors and everything is fine. Because you are declaring, right, a non-void method. Whenever you declare a non-void method, return is must. You declare the method as a string, so it's expecting string towards the end. Finally, a string has to be written. We have been covering this in our Apex classes. Now, here I'm going to put, right, what? ACCOUNT, account ACC. This time I'm not taking string name, string phone, string fax, string billing city, string billing country, string billing zip code, string industry, string. I'm not taking all this. I'm declaring only one variable called account. Now I will say string result. I declared a variable. Now I will say try. I will say catch. I'm using a try catch statement. Try catch. Right. Finally, I will say return. Return what? Return the result, the string. Control S. In the catch, we should have an exception. EXEPTIO. Exception E. Exception E. There is no error. This is a structure. Try catch. Try. What to try? Try. Catch. Try catch. See. Now try what? Right? Whatever the ACC you get, I will not even initialize it. I will not say account equals new account. I will just say insert ACC. If you are inserting, then I will say result equals to success. S result equals to created. Result equals to ACCOU, account created. Suppose you are not able to create account. Result equals to, what is that? E dot get message. E dot get message. Control S. Anybody has any question anywhere in this class? Anybody has any question in this class?
Sir, what is mean by server side?
Any Apex class is called server-side controller. Any Apex class, whenever you write Apex, it is a server-side controller because it gets executed in the server. Whenever you write anything on the Lightning, they never come to the server. They get executed on the client end itself. They never use the processor of a server. They don't use the processor or memory of a server. They use the RAM and processor of a local machine. Whereas the program that I have written will use the RAM, 2 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, 1.2 gigahertz Intel i5 processor. All the processing will be done at a server. Client will send the request to the server. Server will process it, give the data. That is called as server-side controller. Apex classes are server-side controllers. All Apex program, all Visual Force program are server-side controller. All Lightning program are client-side controller. Clear? Server-side and client-side?
Yes, thank you.
Now, this is an Apex class. Yes.
Yeah, we can call without return value in whatever we have written.
No. No.
Is it possible? At least we have to write an array enabled and public void.
No, you cannot call it a void. You cannot call it a void method.
Okay.
It should be a non-void method. It should be a static method only.
Okay.
Right?
This is one of the interview guy has asked with me last weekend.
That's
When
good.
we are, is it possible in ARA enabled when we have written that they are fetching with non like void written values?
So you should immediately ask him that any particular reason that why you're looking for non-void, why you're looking for void.
I haven't asked, but he
No,
asked
you
with
should. I
that.
mean, at an experience when he's asking a weird questions, right? He's just trying to test you, right? Immediately, you should also get into that, a question that any particular reason that why you'd like to call a void method. Aura enabled support static and non-void only. The
I
way,
replied, simply said, in my experience, I don't have much knowledge to call void. Always I see the written something. So he said he's okay, but he didn't respond anything after that.
okay, what more response yours? If you're wrong, you'd have said no. We should be able to call wire. I mean, we should have been calling void. You give the right answer, but without confidence. Your answer was right, but you are not confident on your answer. That's the only response. That's the reason he didn't respond it.
Okay.
You should have said, or for example, let's take OF11117, not for OF119, right? Because they have not yet done. @future. Can you call non-static?
No.
@future. No. Are you confident?
Yes.
If I say @future, why? See, here you are confident, but when it came to the aura, you lost your confidence. Has to be public, static. Whether it's a void, whether it's a non-void, later part of the story. But can you call a non-static here? Public, right? String.
No. Actually, that is the
Create.
future method, and as well as that is expecting some
Right.
primitive data types. That is the standard behavior on future.
So see, ఎంత కాన్ఫిడెంట్ చెప్తున్నారు మీరు? How confident you are telling me this? But the same confidence you didn't show when it came to our answer. You said, as per my experience, right? Here, you didn't use your word called my experience. As per my experience, I know that future, can be called only with static. It cannot be called with static. So that is the difference. Every annotation has its own set of parameters to be called. Whenever you're using @aura enabled, right? Do one thing then. If that is the thing, then I should make you write something every day, right? Which I was not okay. Anyhow, fine. Do one thing, right? Start writing. Looks like that you guys require a little bit of writing work, right? Otherwise, you will not get full confidence, right? Let me light component list into LDS object. Okay, 1 minute. Right? Chalo. Start writing. Server-side controllers, lightning object controllers, server-side controllers in a bracket. Put a heading. Right? Okay, write down. Right? So put a heading called as lightning object controllers server-side. Go ahead and start writing. Right? To call an Apex method, in lightning component, right? So write down, to call a server-side controller, and to call a server-side controller In Apex class, an Apex class must, number one, use Aura enabled annotation. You should use @Aura enable. Must use Aura enabled annotation. @Aura enabled annotation. Must. Without this, can we call? Answer is no. You must and should use Aura enabled. Next, the method must be static. The method must be static. The method must be static. Must be marked as public or global. So you cannot use non-static methods. Remember that. You have to use static keyword. The method must be static and marked as public or global. Non-static methods not supported. Next, third point. If you are expecting a result, if result expected in Lightning component, method must have return type. If result expected in the Lightning component, method must have a return type. Else,
So,
if
yeah,
a
one sec.
method,
Rupam, one sec. So here access specifiers only supported public.
wait, let us complete everything, please. I'll explain now, so you need not to worry about it. I'll explain everything.
Okay.
Right? Once let me complete the explanation, then if you feel that something is missing, then you can. Okay. If component is expecting, or if a component, Lightning component wants a result or wants a data, then the method should have return type. Then the method should have return type. If the Lightning component, write it down, if the Lightning component is expecting a result, that means you want to pass a data from server side to client side. Whenever you want to pass a data from a server side to client side, then it should have a return type. That means it should be non-void. It should be non-void. Else, you can also call void, but you will not get any response to the Lightning component. Lightning component will not receive any response. Lightning component will not receive any response. That means you can't read the response. That is the reason in Salesforce Lightning, we always use non-void, because non-void has a return type. If there is a return type, then Lightning component will receive the result, will receive the data. If not, there is no way to pass the data to the Lightning component. You can't pass a variable to a Lightning component. That is the reason we don't use void methods. We don't use void method. 99.99, I can say 100%, Lightning uses non-void with a return type, because whenever you are executing anything from a Lightning, you want a response back. If it's a void, you cannot pass the response to the Lightning component. It will be only one direction. Lightning calling the class passing the result cannot be done. Remember this very well. Right? Let me explain, and then I will give you the last point. PAINT. Actually, this all we started last week only. Component. I thought to give you tomorrow this notes, but anyhow, because you raised it, so I'm writing it. This is an Apex class. Apex class. Apex class. This is a Lightning component. Lightning component. I'll say Aura. right? Whenever a controller, client-side controller, this is the controller, this is the controller. Whenever you are connecting from a Aura component to an Apex class, right? And you want the response back, then it has to be a non-void, 100% non-void, non-void method with return type, with return type. Oh, wait. Number 1, actually number 2, second point, first point. Number 1, it has to be Aura enabled. Number 2, it has to be static. Number 3, it has to be public or global. Number 4, it has to be 100% non-void return type. If you want the response back, this is the one. Now, if I don't want the response back, if you want 2-direction approaches, then it has to be 100%. If you want only one direction, then yes, the 4th point can now be 04. 4th point can be void method. If it's a void method, it will be only one direction. Apex class cannot give anything back to the Aura. Aura can call Apex class, but Apex class will not be able to give the ID or give a message. Message will not be passed. 2-directional communication is only with non-void. 1-direction communication is with void, right? And that is the reason in real time we use, for Aura component, we use non-void with a return type. Now tell me if you have any questions.
So access specifiers only supported public global only.
Correct. Only static, not even non-static, only static. Even if you write a void, it has to be static. No non-static supported. Method must be static, must be public or a global. Non-static methods aren't supported. As simple as that. Whatever now he tells you, you should be answer saying that no. Void supported? Yes. Non-void supported? Yes. But we use non-void only because we want 2-way communication. If it's a 1-way communication, then you can use void. Obviously, nobody wants to have a 1-way communication. Every component, when you're executing something, you are expecting a result. That is the basic tendency of anyone. You're creating an account, you should get a display that account got created. Yeah, last class I was showing you 1-way communication. When you clicked on it, account got created, but we didn't know that whether the account got created or not. We have to come to the app manager, account, click on account and check, account got created. So in such case, you can use void, but void methods are not used in Lightning. You'll never find a void programming anywhere in Lightning. Clear
He
now?
asked one more question. Yeah, I'm clear. He asked one more question. When we are using Lightning, we have controller and helper is there. Both
Correct.
supported JavaScript. Why
Correct.
we have both? What is the cause and what is the difference?
No, I have not yet come to the helper. So your answer will not be answered now.
Correct.
Once I come to the helper, then I will tell you what is the need of helper. If you remember the first class, already I have told you why you need helper. Any type of common program are written. You should ask why only controller is a JavaScript, helper is a JavaScript, re-render is also a JavaScript. No. If you remember that component bundle, turn your first page. If you turn your first page in your notes, when I was giving you the component bundle, in the component bundle, there are 3 JS, controller.js, right? Helper.js and rerender.js. There are 3. Then why 3 are there? I have given you the definition also there, right? Helpers are common program. So after you complete this course, then only you should attend the lightning interviews. Otherwise, you'll not be able to answer. We have not yet gone to the helper. We have not yet gone to the interface. We have not yet gone to the event. Nothing. This is the second or third class, if I'm not wrong. Third or fourth? Third class. Third weekend.
Correct.
So obviously you will fail to answer everything. As simple as that. Right? So if you still want to attend interview and fail, that choice is yours. Any other questions? Anyone? Any other questions? Anyone?
No, Rupa.
Fine. Perfect. Now let's come back. Right? Server-side controller. What are the 4 things I gave you? Number 1, it has to be Aura enabled. Number 2, it has to be static, no non-static. Number 3, public or global. Number 4, if you want a bidirectional communication, you have to use non-void return type. If you want a one-way communication, then you can use void. Right? 100% in Salesforce, we use non-void methods. Non-void methods. Why? Because obviously when we are calling a class, we are expecting a response from the class. When I'm calling, I'm passing length and breadth. I'm expecting the area. When I'm passing account data, I'm expecting a response saying that account got created or didn't got created. So whenever you are expecting a result, in that case, you will use, right? The blue point is gone and it will be 100%. You have to use non-void return type methods only. And that is the reason I have just went ahead and I created a non-void. See, public is there, yes. Or enabled is there, yes. Static is there, yes. I have created a non-void. There is no void keyword. Whenever I don't use void keyword, it is returning a result. In the result, I have this message, account created or the error message. Now I click on File, New, Lightning Component. There are so many things. 3 months class. So there is an ocean and depth coming up. LC underscore, right? 0801 underscore example 1 underscore create ACC, right? The last point I forgot to tell you, right? What was that? Please write down. There should be unique name. The name has to be unique between a client side and the server side. Last one, unique name. Last point, unique name. There's a one more point in the pane. 5th one, unique name. 05 dot unique name. Rupam, what does that mean? What is my method name here? Let me go to my here, right? I come to the, sorry, developer console. What is my method name? CL. Can I have my Aura component also same name? No. See, if I click submit, yes, I can create a same. That's just a label. But class name and the component name cannot be same. Neither the controller name has to be same. Remember this. That's the reason I'm creating unique. Create ACC underscore S object. That is the component. I click on submit. I click on submit. First thing, Aura component. Controller equals to the class name you have to use. Now, if the component name and controller name is same, then there will be conflict. Now, here, I'll create an attribute. Aura attribute. Aura attribute. Name equals to name equals to ACC, type equals to account. Now you have to initialize. How to initialize? How to initialize? Default equals to, I told you, SObject type, SObject type, colon. This is the way you initialize. You give a space, you don't give a space, doesn't make a difference. SObject type equals to account. This is called initialization. This is called, if you remember, if I don't use it, as soon as I entered a data, it gave error. As soon as I entered, you remember last class I was doing it? I was entering account name, phone, it was throwing error.
Yes.
Remember? Right? Same thing. If you put this default type, go and see the last class video, you'll be able to see there also I've used this. Now I will use lightning card. Lightning card. Title equals to ACCOUNT account. Icon name equals to standard colon account. Inside this, I will say lightning card. Oh, already we have done now. Like GHT, and I can create one more card inside it if you want. Yes, there is no restriction. By the way, I'm just letting you know all these things so that if somebody asks, you should be in a position to answer. Can I use a card inside a card? Yes, you can. There is no restriction on lightning components to be used. So lightning input, label equals to ACCOUNT account name. Value equals to, right, exclamation V dot ACC dot name. Case sensitive. Case sensitive. Even if you give small name, it will not take it. Perfect. Right? How many fields you want to enter? Account phone, account fax, account industry, right? ACC dot phone, fax, industry. Perfect. Done. Control S. I want a card. Inside that, I want a button, LIGHT. Let's take aura set. Aura set. Attribute is equals to footer. Where the button will come? Towards the down. Inside that, lightning button. Lightning button. Label equals to submit or save. On click equals to exclamation C dot SUBME. Now again, you cannot use the same name of the class or the method. C dot, you cannot. Never. C dot, create account. Don't use. It'll never work. You'll not get a response. System will not work. Right? And neither you'll get an error, neither you'll get a response. And you'll keep on breaking your head. I cannot say that C dot create ACC because this is the same name as the method name here. All the names has to be unique. C dot submit. Control S. Copy it. Go to the controller. Put it here. Submit. There we go. Now we are writing it. First, whatever the data that you captured, step 0, right? Bring the data from the components. Here we have an account data. This ACC I have to bring inside because that is what I need to pass it to my server-side controller. So var a equals to component component dot get v dot ACC. You got the data. Next, that's it. Step one. Step one. What is that? Bring or call or get the server-side controller method. Server-side controller is nothing but Apex. How to get it? Where? Mostly you can use Rupam also. I don't mind. It's a variable, but in real time, mostly we use action keyword. Guys, if you want, you can use Rupam. You can use your name. Rupam equals to component dot get. Component dot get. What is that? C dot the method name. What is the method name? Create ACC. Got the method? Yes, sir. Next what? Pass the parameter. Step 2. Pass the parameter to the method. Here my method is called Rupam. So Rupam dot set params. Command is set params. In the curly bracket in a JSON format. What is the attribute there? The attribute in the class is ACC. ACC. I want to pass what? I want to pass A. Whatever the data that was captured in the component was brought to the controller and stored in a variable called A. That I'm passing to the class method. Next, step 3. Step 2 and 3 are optional. If you have nothing to pass, they're not required. You don't want to get a response, especially for non-void method. I don't want to get a response. I don't want to read the result. I don't want any result. I call the class, let it do anything. I don't care. In such case, step 3 is not required. Step 3, callback. Callback. How to call back? Method name, rupam dot set callback. Set callback. How we write the set callback? This comma function. This comma function. This is the way you write. Here you have to declare a variable. Any variable. Mostly in the real time we give response. This is what we use the keyword. Now Rupam, I want to use Shahrukh or I want to use Amir. Rupam and Amir. You can use any variable there. Amir. The last step. Finally. Step 4. NQ. NQ. How to NQ? $A capital dot NQ action. ENQUEUEACTION. NQ action A capital. ENQUEUE action. Where is your action? What is the name of the action? In real time, mostly it's action, but here we have used Rupam. So NQ Rupam. Over guys. Over guys. If I say Control S, if I go ahead and run this program now, I will be able to create an account, but I have not written any program to read the response. Read the response. I have not created any program. Even if I don't write this, no issues at all. Because if you're not reading a response, you don't need this. Only for callback. Callback means to get the response. We need this. Otherwise, you don't need step 3. It's not compulsory. Rupam set param. Is it this step compulsory? No. Suppose in my method, I'm not passing any parameter. Then you don't need it. Step 2 and 3 are optional. Step 1 and 4 are mandate. That's it. For non-void, for void, right? For void, you can have step 2, but you don't need a step 3 because anyhow it will not give you a response. Even if you write, it will not work. Because for void, I told you it is a one direction communication, only lightning to apex, but not apex to lightning. Whenever you want apex to lightning, you have to use a non-void static only. It should have a return type. Control S. Now file, new, lightning application. Copy this, Control C. I change it to LA, right? Lightning application, submit, right? I say C:, EXTENDS, extends, force SLDS. Over. I click on preview. There the form comes. Account name, right? Account name, LG Technologies, LG Electronics. Phone number 4565656. Fax number 787878. Industry ELECTRICL, electrical. Rupam, why I'm not getting a drop down box? Industry should be a drop down, right? We'll do it. Wait. Step by step. Nothing. Hurry. I click on submit. Whether it created an account, whether it didn't create an account, God only knows. Because you have not read the response. Response reading is only possible when it has a return type. Now my program has a return type. Yes, because we have written, right? We have written a non-void program. By the way, let us go ahead and see whether the account got LG Electricals or Electronics got created or not. View all. I click on sales, right? I click on account, right? I see LG Electronics got created. Perfect. No error at all. Suppose I don't give the name. I don't give the name. You know that for creating an account, name is compulsory. I give everything else. Banking. I click on submit. No error is also displayed. Whether account got created, whether account didn't got created, Aura component is not responding. Because the method responded. Don't think that the method returned the error message. But you have not written a program in your client-side controller to read the error message. Where to read the error messages? In the callback. Here. In this program, we will read. In this program, we will read. We will read the error message. This piece will only work if it's a static, if it's a non-void. If it's a void, then this piece is waste. You will never get a response, even if you read. Right? So that is the reason, right? We use static non-void methods in Lightning. Otherwise, you'll not get a response. Let's go ahead. How to read a response? Var st equals to Amir dot get state. Get state is a system command to get the status. I want to know, is it Lightning component was able to contact handshake with the server-side controller or not? Right? If yes, then only I'll expect a result. Right? Now, what does this happen? Let's understand. Let me write and then I'll give you a layman example. If status equals to success, SUCCESS. Remember that, right? Lightning component will return these status only. New, running, success, error, incomplete, aborted. Aborted is no more there. It's depreciated. So you will get only 5 response back. New. That means action was created but not yet in progress. That means it has still action got created from JavaScript. It got triggered, but The courier boy has not yet left Mumbai. The letter is posted. Inside the letter, you said, I love you. You sealed the envelope. You gave it to courier boy to deliver to your girlfriend in Hyderabad. New stand for courier boy has not yet started. He received the package, but he has not yet started. Running. The courier boy is on his way from Mumbai to Hyderabad. Success. Courier boy went from Mumbai to Hyderabad, delivered the cover that you gave to your girlfriend. Your girlfriend took the cover, opened it, read the message, I love you. She went inside the house, took a paper. She have written, I love you too. She took another envelope or the same envelope. She has put her message. The courier boy is still waiting outside the gate for the class to respond. The girl responded with the cover. Then the courier boy started coming back from Hyderabad to Mumbai. If he is able to reach Mumbai successfully, then the answer is success. Two-way communication is been done with success. Success doesn't mean one-way communication. Two-way communication. From Mumbai to Hyderabad, back Hyderabad to Mumbai. Suppose, right, he was able to bring the message from Mumbai to Hyderabad, gave the message to the girl. Girl in turn wrote some message and gave to the courier boy. While courier boy was going from Hyderabad to Mumbai, met with an accident. Now one direction was success, another direction was failed. That will be captured by incomplete. Server didn't return a response. That is incomplete. One direction is incomplete. Return direction is incomplete. Forward direction is error. While the courier boy leaving Mumbai going to Hyderabad, he met with an accident. Then it's error. Courier boy reached Hyderabad, gave the message to the class. Class did something and returned the response. Account created successfully. This response now being sent back to Mumbai to display, back to the Lightning controller. During that process, it got somewhere crashed. Then it is incomplete. New courier boy didn't left. That means still now, right? Action got created, the action got enqueued, but the action has not yet contacted the force.com server-side controller. Running, it's in progress. It's in progress, both direction, running. Success, both direction. Went lightning to apex, apex to lightning. That is called success. Error, lightning to apex. If something happens wrong, error. Lightning to apex was success, but apex to lightning has a problem. Then it's incomplete. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Everybody clear?
Yes.
Right? If you have a doubt, you can raise it right now. Remember that Lightning is an external component, even though it's a Salesforce, but it is treated as an external component. Right? Lightning is Mumbai, Apex is Hyderabad. From Lightning, you are transferring some data, account data to Hyderabad. New. Within a fraction of a second, new will be in running status. After running, either you will have success, error, or incomplete, any three. If the data reached from Mumbai to Hyderabad, from Lightning to Apex, and Apex also responded back, and the data moved from Apex to Apex Hyderabad to Lightning Mumbai, then you will get success. While taking the data from Lightning Mumbai to Apex Hyderabad, if there's error, then it's an error. Otherwise, if the data from Lightning Mumbai to Hyderabad reached, when Hyderabad responded, while the data is going back to Mumbai, there was an error, then it's incomplete. The server didn't return a response. Actually written, but it crashed. The vehicle crashed in the road. The message never reached to boy, I love you too. He was thinking, what would have happened? I said, I love you, but my girl didn't respond to me. because it was an incomplete status. Aborted is not available, right? Perfect. Now I come back to my development. So if the status is success, that means both direction I'm checking. If you want, I can check individual direction also, right? But I'm checking both direction, to and fro. If status is success, yes, the courier boy went successfully, came successfully. Then I will read the result. Okay, now open the envelope. Where R, where MSG, anything is equals to, right? Who is that courier boy? The courier boy name is Amer. Amer dot get return value. Get return value. From the Amer, whatever the return value was given by the server, get it and store it in MSG. Now, what do you want to do? Display it. Alert MSG. We'll put it in a toast message later. What is a toast message? That I'll talk later. As of now, don't get into this. Keep watching. Over. Control S. Next time when you refresh the component, next time when you go ahead and refresh the component, now you will get a response also. Remember that if you don't give a name, right? First let me do it. Samsung, S-A-M-S-U-N-G, Samsung Technologies, Samsung Electricals. Phone number 6677, fax number 7788, industry, right? ELECTRONICS, electronics. I click on submit, right? Callback undefined. There is some problem. See, page has, in the callback, there is something undefined. Let us go ahead and check it out. I might have missed a comma. I might have missed a cap somewhere.
Submit.
Sorry?
Rupam, submit, I think, spelling mistakes. Line number 2.
Line number
2.
Line number 2. Line number 2 you're talking about?
Yeah, yes, Rupam.
Why? If line number 2 would have had an error, then LG would have not got created, no? How can the line number 2 will have an error? Otherwise, in the first example, LG would have not created. Because if the sub is not called, the whole function is not called. So LG got created, that means the error is not at line number 2. The error is somewhere. Rupam dot set callback this comma function comma in that response Amer where st equals to Amer dot get state get state. If state equals to success, if state equals to success, where message equals to Amer dot get return return value value. Perfect. Then I'm saying alert message, right? So very frankly, I don't see anything, right? Let's do one thing, right? Alert hi, alert hi. Let's see where is the problem. This is the way you have to troubleshoot. Remember that there is no debugger available in Lightning. Lightning doesn't have a debugger because Lightning used JavaScript and JavaScript doesn't have a debugger. It has only interpreter. There is no compiler and debugger. So you have to either use alert or you have to use console.log. Only two things you can use. Alert or console.log, right? Let us come here. Oh, sorry.
It should
Right.
be small, right? If condition,
if condition has to be smaller, have I written capital? Yep. See, somebody caught the problem. Here we go. I has to be small. See, somebody got the problem. If I would have not got this high, then I would have understood that system has not got inside the if. then there was something wrong here itself. Then we'd have looked on it. But before I look on it, somebody already got it. If I is small, now it will work perfectly, right? Oh, I'm going there. Right, there we go. Refresh, right? Refresh. Account name, Toshiba. Toshiba Electricals. Let it be. Toshiba Electricals. Phone number 3434. Fax number 3434. Industry ELECTRICLS. I click submit. See, message equals to message. Oh man. Message equals to MSG. What I gave there? Let us check it out.
Quotes actually.
I gave in the quotes, right? See that? I'm
Alert.
right. Alert MSG. Then I'd have got it.
Right.
Getting it? Because I gave as a quote, so it took message. By the way, Toshiba got created. Yes, Toshiba got created. Samsung got created. Yes, Samsung also got created. Right. So remember that, right? One thing, this error message that you're able to see here, right? This success error is not an error of the Apex class. It is the courier boy error. After the courier boy delivers the data to the Apex class, now while creating account, if an error is created, that is not been defined by success or error. Once again, ST equals to success. Even though you don't give a name, the data will be delivered to the server-side controller. Server-side controller will try to insert an account without a name, and it will result in error. That is not the error status we are capturing here. We are not capturing what is happening inside the Apex house. Inside the girl's house, after receiving the data, her father started beating her because somebody said, I love you. We are not capturing those. Those are not the errors we are capturing. Remember this. It is the courier boy who is standing outside the gate. He doesn't even know what is happening inside the girl's house. He came and he gave the envelope to the girl. The girl took the envelope, went inside the house. And inside the house, you know, her father, parents started beating, fighting. All these are unknown to the courier boy. Finally, the door opens. The girl or somebody gives a message back. That is what courier will say success. Even though inside the house there was an error, there was a murder, but right, courier boy will still say success. It will not show the error. The success and error is not what is happening inside the server-side controller. It's not capturing that. That we are capturing with a try-catch statement, and we are storing in the result. See, if you're able to insert an account, account created. If you're not able to insert an account, then I will say result equals to error message. Finally, the result will say account created, account not created. Right? Result. And this result will be taken back by courier boy. Right? The success, whatever the status that I'm showing you, this is the courier boy status, not a server-side controller status. Remember this. Once again, I'm repeating. Don't mess this up with server-side controller error. Rupam, in the Apex CLAT, it got error. Why it's not shown in the Visualforce page? Because you didn't ask it to show. No, error should, you know, if error, then why it didn't capture the error? It is not capturing what is happening inside the Apex house. It is capturing only the courier boy who is taking the data from Lightning to Apex, Apex to Lightning. What is happening inside Apex? This error is not capturing. Remember this very well. Perfect. Control S. Now we will go ahead and we will create. This time you'll get a message. I'm refreshing it. Account created successfully. Let's generate with an error first. I'm not giving the name. I give phone number, fax number, industry BANKING banking. I hit submit. See, required field missing. This error is what? It is a message. If success, now you should say, Rupam, our is not success. No, as per the controller when it's success. This is also a success. The success error is courier boy's error, courier boy success. It is not Apex success or error we are measuring. Now the Apex resulted error, and that message, we passed it through this result. That result was brought by the courier boy. Courier boy, did you brought the result? Yes, sir. Success. Then show that message. Read the message. Whatever the server returned. Server returned now account creation failed, required field missing. So that is what is written and shown on the screen. Server returned account creation successful, or what I said, account created. So next time when you give a name here, right, click on submit, I'll say account created. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Yes, sir. No, sir. Able to understand everyone? Yes, sir. No?
We can. Yes.
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 Right?
Yes.
Perfect. Let us do a couple of more examples. We still have a time. Let us do one more example. I'm closing everything. The more and more example I will do, it will become more and more comfortable for you. More and more example I do, it will become more and more comfortable for you. Right? Just a minute. Wait, ma'am. Right? Let us complete. Apex class. CL. Doubts towards the end. CL underscore 0801 underscore. Right? Underscore. Example 2 underscore. Underscore. Right? Get. Right? Or bring. I'll not use get because get is a keyword, then you'll get confused. Bring all contact, all con, get all con, get all con. Now here, like keep watching. Public, you want a response? Yes, sir. Then you have to use non-void. Static, list of contacts. Get or all con, method name is all con, all con. It has to be Aura enabled at the rate. Aura, ENABLED, Aura enabled, Aura enabled, Aura enabled. Right? Now, I will say what? Return. It should have return type. Return what? Select. Select ID, comma, first name, comma, last name, comma, comma, email, comma, phone from contacts. CONTACT contact. Control S. See? Simple line. No error at all. Rupam, I didn't understood. Okay. Then use list of con. List of con. Con is equals to C will store all the data, then return C. Meaning is same, guys. RETUR and return C. ఇలా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు, అలా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. Return C. First, you are pulling all the data, storing in C. C is what? List of CONTACT. List of contact. You are storing it. And then you are saying return C. C is what? List of contact. Finally, you say that public static list of contact. Am I returning list of contact? Yes. You can write in 2 line, you can write in single line. Your wish. Whichever you feel comfortable. I don't mind. Now, are you passing any parameter? No. That means step 2 is waste now. Step 2 is waste. I don't need to write step 2. Right? Now, let us go ahead. File, new, lightning component. LC underscore example 2. No. Underscore 0801 underscore example 2 underscore bring con SSC. Server side controller. SSC. Bring con SSC. Method. First, controller, right? controller. Controller equals to class name. There we go. Control C, class name. Perfect. Next, create an attribute. Aura, attribute attribute, right? Aura attribute. Do you need attribute? I don't need any. Okay, maybe yes, because I need to hold the result that I'm getting. Aura attribute. Name equals to con. Type equals to contact, contact, and I'll get array. More than one data I'll get. So I will say array. Do you need to initialize? No, I'm not entering any data. I'm not creating a new contact. I'm getting a data from the database. So for that, I don't need to initialize. Perfect. Now let us go ahead. Lightning card, right? Title equals to get or bring all contact. You want a tablet in a table format, or you want in a visiting card? I will do both. Tell me now what you want. Now what do you want? How all the data has to be visible, with the help of a visiting card or with the help of a data table? I will do both. You can choose any one. Okay, right? Visiting card. For visiting card, we need to have layout items, which you are still not comfortable. Go with data table. Let's go with that as of now. Okay. Tomorrow class, we will do visiting card, right? I'll create exactly a visiting card. One contact will be printed on a visiting card. Something like, hey, my name is Ravi Varma. I'm working for Infosys. This is my phone number. You'll print a visiting card, right? So now bring all contact. ICU icon name equals to STNDARD standard :contact. Keep watching the spelling mistakes and caps. That is the only thing that I can make. Otherwise, logic part, you can be rest assured and 100% be perfect. No issues. Right? Now, I want to display this in a table. Right? I will use lightning data table. I want to display the data in a data table. Lightning data table is the command. What are the things that is required? First thing is key field. Key, FIELD. It is must. Key field should be ID always. ID. Next, data. Where is the data? My data is here. Exclamation v.con. Here is the data. That data you have to display on the table. Where is the column? COLUMNS. Columns. Where is the column? For that, I will declare one more attribute. Aura attribute. Name equals to CLM. Column. Type equals to list. Where is the column? The column is here. Exclamation v.CLM is the column. Over, guys. Lightning data table. ID. Key field is ID. Data is attribute where we will have the data dumped. Column is CLM. Anybody has any questions before I proceed forward? Every example that I will do with the server set controller will be different. Don't think that I'll do the same examples. Finally, the concept will be same, but I will show you as many examples on that concept. Right? Perfect. Now, when do you want to get the data? You want on the loading? As soon as the page load, you want the data, or you want a button to be there when you click, then the data has to be loaded on the table? When do you want? If you want as soon as the page load, then I will take Aura handler init. If you say no, Rupam, we will click the button and then the data should load. Tell me, choice is yours again.
Page load. Init function we need.
You wanted to call it init. Okay, not a problem. So what I will do, aura, AURA, aura handler. Aura handler. Name equals to INIT. Can I change it? No. Value equals to this. Can I change it? No. Can I change it? No. Action. Can I change it? Yes. Exclamation C dot load me. Now my table will be automatically loaded with as soon as the page load, it will come with the data. Load me. Where is the load me? Copy. I go to the client side controller. I'm writing a client side controller. All Lightning controllers are client side controller. All Apex class are called server side controller. Load me. First thing that you have to do is that you have to create a column. Where colm column equals to how to create a column C. New thing you're learning now. Table require column. You have to create the column. Column has to be created in a brick bracket. In a brick bracket. Column has to be created. Each column should be in a JSON curly format. Like this. Here. Label. Label. Label equals to FIR as the first name. Label. It's a label. You can write anything. Label. Comma. Field. FIELD. Field name. Right. This has to be the API name. FIR as the first name. Right. Perfect. Copy this. Comma. Second column. Last name. Field name is last name. Last name. Comma. Type. Type. Type equals to text. Rupam, for the first one, you have not written text. Because if you don't write text, by default, it's text. Comma. Then Rupam, what is this type? It will give you a formatting. Wait, you'll understand. Now I'm placing a couple of more. Field name equals to phone or contact phone. This is the label. Field name, phone. Type equals to phone. Then you'll get a phone formatting. Email. CONTAC, contact email. It's a label. Here, this is the field name. Type EMAIL. I'll get a formatting. Like this, we created, right? Control S, any error, no error. Column got created. Whatever the column that you created, that you have to pass to the component in CLM. Here, what is COLM? So now you have to say component.set. Component, CMPUNENT, component.set. Set what? Set V dot. In the component, there is a CLM. Set that with COLM. From the controller, I'm passing the column to the component. My table got created. Now we have to read the data. Step 0. Step 0. What was that? Get data from component. There is anything to get? Nothing. My step 0 is not there. Because I'm not entering any text there. Next class, tomorrow's class, we will enter Ravi. Then I will get Ravi, I will search Ravi, I'll display Ravi. Ravi Kumar Ravi Sharma. As of today, there is nothing in the component we're entering. So this step 0 is totally waste. Step 1. Step 1. What is that? Get the method. Get the method. Here I need it. What is that? Components. Component.get. 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 C dot. What is the method name? Method name is allCon. AllCon. Got it. You have to say where ACTIO and action equals to. I told you you can take Rupam also. Where action equals to component.get. Next. Where, why it's not giving me the color? Right, let me once again write it. I'm expecting everything is good. Where ACTIO and action equals to. Okay, where action equals to COMPONENT. Component.get. Get what? Get C dot, the method. AllCon. You got it? Now, step 0 is over, step 1 is over. What is step 2? What is step 2? Tell me, by now you should be knowing it.
Pass the parameter.
Pass the parameter.
Yes, parameter.
PARAMAT. Now, do we have any parameter to pass? No. In my class, in this, I didn't set string, I didn't set anything. I didn't write string X or integer Y, integer len. I didn't set. So there is no parameter to pass. Control S. So this step is also waste. There is nothing. Please, Praveen, mute. Thank you. Right. Perfect. Step 2 is also waste. Step 3. See, I told you, step 2 and 3 are optional. Do you want a response? Call back. Step 3, call back. Do you want? Yes, because if callback is not there, I'll not get the result. I want the result. So how to write a callback? Action dot set CLLBACK callback. See, I'm writing it so many times for you. This comma function. In the bracket, you can give Amir. Last time I gave Amir. Now I'm saying RESPONSE. In real time, we use the word response. Action dot set callback. Perfect. The last step. Step 4, NQ. See, slowly you're getting comfortable. Slowly, you are now able to understand this is the way. Idi paddhati. $A dot NQ, ENQUE ACTIO and action. What is my action name? Earlier it was Rupam, now it is action. In real time, mostly we use action keyword. Action. Control S. Now, all my response has to be read inside this bracket. All my response has to be read inside this bracket. Yeah, inside this only. Now here, first of all, let us check the courier boy. Courier boy was able to take my message to the server. Server pulled all the data, gave it to the courier boy. Was it the courier boy was able to bring the data back to Lightning? So let's check it. Where state equals to response dot get state. Response dot get state. If the courier boy was successfully reached, if state equals to success, then read the result. Where RESULT result is equals to response dot get return return value, get return value. Whatever the server returned will be now stored in the result. That where will I pass? Now once I have it, I will say component compone dot set, component dot set. Set what? V dot. In the component I have con created, con, comma, set with what? Set with the result. The data that was written by the server is stored in result. That I'm in turn passing it to con in the component. That con is the data source for my table. Column that I created in the controller is passed to the component, and that is my column. See, over. My step 0 is waste, my step 2 is waste, not there. Say, anybody has any questions, doubts before I go ahead and execute this? Anybody has any questions anywhere? Perfect. Your silence give me impression saying that no. File, new, lightning application, LA, submit, C colon, extends, force, SLDS. Click on preview. As soon as the page load, all the contact data should be loaded. Woof, there we go. You see that? Because I used formatting phone, I got a hyperlink. Because I used email, type equals to email, I got as an email. Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. I don't use type. See, I'm removing the type. Or I say type equals to text. Control S. Now go ahead and refresh. You'll see what happens. See, you got as a plain text. Phone number, there is no hyperlink. Email address, no hyperlink. It came as a text. All the data in a tabular format. Bring all contact, page block. This is the icon. This is the data table. In the data table, we have the data populated in a tabular format. Wow, so cool, no Rupam? That is the reason I'm saying email. Type. If I don't write, it is text by default. Comma, type equals to phone. Control S. Control S. Now you refresh. As soon as the page load, table created, data loaded. Onload. Liking it, guys? Loving it, guys? Or hating it? What happened? People are so silent.
Rupam, while loading the page, it will show the success message.
No, we didn't ask to show the success message. Did we ask? Why it will show?
No, I am thinking one of the requirement for us.
So go ahead. So you want to, if success, then show the message, no alert. Go ahead, give no. ALERT alert. Data retrieved successfully. One of the requirement. So use it. Alert. You want a pop-up red color box, green box. We will do it slowly. As I told you, everything we'll do it. Nothing will leave. Beyond your imagination, we'll learn. Right? See, Data retrieved successfully. Okay, then the data comes. Right? Anything else? You have a requirement? Rupam, why the table structure is coming? Because the first you have given a table structure. Otherwise, put this table structure also, Control X. If success, below than this, put it. Now first message will be shown, then the column will be created, and then the data will be populated. You can define the sequence. There we go. I'm saying if success, if there is success, then alert, data retrieve. After that, I'm creating a column. And after that, I'm setting the column. Once the column is set, then I'm reading the result, and then I'm passing the result to the. So if you go by this sequence, then first message will come, then the table will be created, and then the data will be displayed on the table. Earlier, what is happening? Control Z. Earlier, first the table is getting created, then the message is coming, and after that the data is populated. So you can define the sequence you want. See, as soon as I click, first table is created, because table creation is on the top. Then message comes. Once it comes, next you're retrieving the data. So you can change it the way you want. As simple as that. What is the default functionality of any Salesforce? First table creation. You click contact, first table will come, then data will come. See, if data is not there, still table is there. Table only unity, name, account name, site. Data is not there, still table is there. See? So that is the reason in my programming also I put the table first. No, Rupam, if data is not there, table shouldn't come. Then fine, then put the table creation inside where? If it's success only, put it inside. Got it? Got it?
Yes, Rupam.
Guys, able to understand, or I'm just teaching, on the air? Let me know. You're able to understand or not. Yes, sir, or no, sir? Please don't be silent.
Yes.
Either yes or no. There is only two
Yes.
things here.
Yes, Rupam.
Right? Good. Right? Don't worry, we will do more tomorrow. But it will be get by hearted to you. This whole 4 steps, 0 to 4 steps, it will get by hearted to you. Right? By the way, in Lightning, we don't need a server-side controller. Apex. See, this is the only Apex that we need. That is the reason I told you 25% of Apex is required. Remaining everything we are writing in Java controller only. And this is a complete different programming than your Apex. See? That is the reason it's a different course. Why is Lightning is a separate course? This is the reason. You are learning a separate, different type of programming here compared to your Apex. Can I call Apex and Lightning? Yes. Another 2 class. After that, we will not even touch Apex. Gone. Only without running Apex, can I get a data? Yes. Rupam, the same thing, can I do without a server-side controller? Yes. You don't need to write an Apex class. Data will be populated like this. Can I save a data without writing an account A equals new account or insert account? Yes. From Lightning LDS, you can directly create an account, contact, passenger, payment. So that means we don't need Apex. Yes, you're correct. In Lightning, we don't need Apex. See? Right? That's it for, right? That's it for today, right? We'll continue with tomorrow. Tomorrow, your class is at 9:30. Saturday, 8:30. Sunday, 9:30. So tomorrow, we will see tiles. That means how to display data in a visiting card format using layout item. Tomorrow we will see how to pass a search parameter using a search parameter, And tomorrow, if things is good, we will start event, new lightning event. We will start new event, this one, not component. We'll start lightning event. We'll start creating
Yeah.
events, right? So that's it, guys. Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Let's meet tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. So till then, thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Happy weekend.
Thank you, Rupu.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you, Rupu.
Thank